In this session, we are going to talk about China test, which was there in Hindu editorial. We will try to understand it a little bit, but I would make you understand the China test. Before going to China test, first we should know what are principal contradictions and secondary contradictions. So, principal contradictions. The concept of a principal contradiction, one that poses the most intense challenge to an individual organization and has the power to shape its future choices and consequent outcomes, is a useful method of optimizing and prioritizing strategic decision making. Whether or not Indian policymakers articulate it as such, China is contemporary. India's principal strategic contradictions, every other challenge, be it Pakistan, internal insurgencies, and difficulties in relations with its neighbors, fall in the category of secondary contradictions. So, Pakistan, Afghanistan, all are in internal, all are in secondary contradictions, and China is our principal contradiction. Why? Because you already know why. So, let's move on to China test. China test, which amounts to asking and answering a rather straightforward question: does X or Y decision, development, relationship help deal with the China challenge or not? Decision makers must then view the decision, development, relationship in the light of this answer. It is not that secondary contradictions are not important or that they do not add to the primary contradictions. A perspicacious China test can help prioritize strategic decision making in the longer run, at least as an analytical tool with the potential policy utility. From an operational point of view, the China test consists of three distinct elements. First, an assessment of how a certain Indian decision or a specific regional development squares with the Chinese regional strategy or interest. Second, an assessment of whether India's decision or certain regional development would require India to make modifications at the level of secondary contradictions. And the third, an assessment of whether this would require any major policy changes internally. So, this is all about China test. Okay, for more of this, for more on this, go visit the Hindu where you will get the article. Thank you very much.